We're seeing many.
We'll now go to Ms. Atwin. Ms. Atwin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Nicholas Gibbs, Colton Boushie, Tina Fontaine, Alain Magloire, Breonna Taylor. They were not born on the same side of the border, but they all lost their lives at the hand of the same cruel enemy, racism. We cannot here in Canada think higher of ourselves when we are reading the headlines of our neighbor. We cannot ignore our history, past or present. The final report of the National Inquiry into Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women stated that Indigenous women and girls have faced a Canadian genocide. In 2018, a report revealed that a Black person was almost 20 times more likely than a white person to be fatally shot by the Toronto police. And a 2019 report exposing the systemic bias among the Montreal police force against Black and Indigenous people. Black lives matter, Indigenous lives matter. Mr. Speaker, I am asking the Minister of Diversity and Inclusion, as per his mandate, what exactly does our government intend to do now to fight racism amongst its institutions? And if the Anti-Racism Secretariat has in fact been established, what priorities have been actioned?
The Honourable Minister.
I would like to thank the member for that very important question. And I will state that it is essential that we all work together, not only during this challenging time, but during the times that come out of it. The comments that were shared earlier, this is another life lost that should not have been lost. Yes, the Anti-Racism Secretariat has been established. This is a resource not only for Canadians, but for government agencies to better how we do work internally as well, including advancement opportunities. We know that the decision-making table does not reflect the diversity of our country, and that's exactly why we came out with an open, transparent, merit-based appointment process so that we can see the country's diversity reflected at the decision-making table. There is a lot more work to do, and I can assure the member and all Canadians, my eyes are open, my ears are open, I am an ally, and I will work as hard as possible to be that voice at the cabinet table. I cannot experience what it is to be a Black Canadian, but I can tell you that your voices will be represented, they will be heard, and that I see you.
Ms. Atwin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It has been 4 years since the settlement payment for the 60 Scoop survivors was approved. That resolution hasn't taken place. The pain continues. Why is it that the 12,500 class members who have been determined eligible still haven't received the payments that they are owed? These people deserve justice without any delay, especially in light of COVID-19 and the added pressures facing communities. Can the minister confirm when exactly these survivors are going to receive the interim payment?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, and thank you again for your advocacy on all these truly important things. And as you know, because of the exceptional circumstances of COVID-19, the Class Council, with support of Canada, was seeking direction from the courts to issue partial payments to the class members with a valid claim. On June 1st, the federal court granted that order, and a similar motion is before the Ontario Superior Court. Once granted, their eligible class members can expect to receive partial payments of $21,000 over the coming weeks. Canada welcomes the federal court.
We'll now go back to Ms. Atwin. Ms. Atwin.
As soon as possible.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. 80% of people who are diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, will die within 2 to 5 years of receiving the diagnosis. And the pandemic has made it more difficult than ever for these people to access medical appointments and treatment. They do not have the luxury of time. They want to live and share moments with their families and their loved ones. The lack of urgency to approve new trials and therapy in Canada directly impacts the life expectancy of people with ALS. Can the Minister of Health commit to take leadership on this file and remove the barriers to accessing these promising treatments and therapies and ensure the cost of these treatments will be covered?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much to the Speaker for the very important question. And we know that people who are living with ALS and their families struggle immensely every single day. Of course, the member opposite has my commitment to work with the community and with manufacturers of drugs that are promising for ALS to expedite approval in a safe way that protects the health of Canadians but provides treatment in an affordable way for all Canadians. Thank you very much.